Welcome back to another one of our streaming safaris. Thank you for being a little bit patient with us. We are working as hard as ever, and we want to go and say thank you so much for your support during this National Zookeeper Week. Woo! 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 I know he's cheering. He just does it on the inside. What do you think, guys? Yeah, National Zookeeper Week, huh, bud? So today we're going to be doing a zookeeper craft for all of you guys at home. But before we get started, hey, thank you guys so much again for your support. Seriously, we're not kidding. You guys have been coming in and visiting us. We've been having a great time seeing you here in person, haven't we, Ozzy? Yeah. And it's been a joy meeting and talking with you guys and answering your questions. Has just been phenomenal. If you are unable to come and visit us, that's okay, guys. I am going to ask a favor of you, though. If you can just give a few dollars, that is a huge help. Donations are really helping keep us afloat right now, and that's a great way where you can help contribute. Even just $5 can actually just go and feed a tortoise for a day. And that's a really easy way where you can go and participate. You can still go and support us without having to go and worry about breaking the bank. If you cannot, we understand. Things are pretty tough right now. So another easy way, share us, guys. Share this video, tag a friend, tag 6 friends. If you know people in your life who are zookeepers and you want to say thank you, that's a good way to go and do that. If you know somebody in your life who might want to be a zookeeper, that's a great way to do it. Or if you know somebody in your life who you think would make a great zookeeper and maybe they've never thought of the career, go ahead and tag them too. We can't wait. Hi! Technical difficulties, always fun. Thank you, guys. So that being said, if you are unable...
Thank you, Rexy and Michelle, for your donation, and thank you for wishing us a happy Zookeeper Week.
Thank you, guys. Future Zookeeper right there. Yeah, this is a great way. Another one, guys, we have 2 YouTube channels. So go ahead, and if you've already subscribed to one, chances are you have not subscribed to the other one yet. That's where you can find all of these videos linked. So if you want to go back and repeat a craft, if you want to go and check out our interviews, if you want to go and check back any of the fun uploads that we've done, to go and share them, especially with people who might not have Facebook. If you can do us a big favor right now, and go ahead, are we not paying enough attention to you? This is what it's like working with animals. He says, I'm the star of the show. But if you have not subscribed to that YouTube channel, please. If we can go and hit 100 YouTube subscribers, that helps us reach an even bigger audience. So we're going to ask for help on that one. We will go and post links to that specific YouTube page to make it easier to find. You can also search hashtag Streaming Safari in YouTube, and that way you can find us. Let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Woo! It is National Zookeepers Week. And while I happen to think that it is the most exciting time of the absolute year, it is a great time to be a zookeeper. This is the time when most people go, I'm sorry, it's what? And they look at me like I have 16 heads, and they're like, what do you mean it's National Zookeeper Week? That's not a thing. It's totally a thing. It actually has been kind of around for a pretty long time, but it really wasn't until 2007 when the American Association of Zookeepers, we lovingly call it AZAC, went and helped make it a national recognized week. So it goes above and beyond to show not only the care that we give our animals daily, it's what zookeepers do and how this career really goes and affects the entire world and why it's such a great career. This is an opportunity to bring those students in your lives a chance to think about a career that they may have never had on their radar before, especially if they're passionate about animals, if they're passionate about the environment, if they want to go and make huge changes. Guys, zookeeping is the front lines of that. We are not just going and taking care of our animals here. These guys are a small, but also huge part of what we do every day. We're working very hard to go and take care of the animals here, but it's because we want to go and preserve the species. So zookeeping is a way to do that, and zoos are the best way to do that. And ways you can help out at your National Zookeeper Week, guys, go to the zoo. If it is open in your area, go ahead, go to the zoo, say thank you to those zookeepers that you might see roaming around, and you can even wear your very own zookeeper hat. That's our craft that we're going to do today, guys. You guys can make your own zookeeper hat just like mine, but we're going to make this one with a little bit of flair. What do you think? You going to wear one too? If you drool on me, I will laugh. So what I did, I have a paper plate and a paper bowl, and I just went and cut out a circle large enough for the bowl to fit up into. And I'm going to go ahead and seal it around. Hi, I'm going to go and lose this hat, aren't I? Yes, I am. That's the joy of working with Ozzy. He says you need to pay attention to him at all times. Next question or comment.
Thank you, Xanifer, Caitlin's mom, for your donation.
Yay! We love it when our families support us. Thank you guys so much. I know that I'm not your favorite zookeeper. It's okay that Caitlin is. I totally get it. She's pretty awesome though, so I can see why. So yeah, if you guys know any of the keepers here, or if you guys want to go and give shout outs to your favorite keepers in your life, they might not be here. Guys, do you know other zookeepers? How'd you hear about us? How'd you find out about us? Did other zookeepers tell you about us? That's a really great way to go and give them the support and know that the path that they chose is important to you. So I just went and did a really quick one, guys, because honestly I don't have enough super glue today, or hot glue today, but that's okay. You guys can do a good job on this. This is one, if you're using hot glue, guys, remember it might be a good time to have an adult help you with this, or an adultier adult than me. But Denise is working the camera today, so she's my adulty adult.
I don't know about that. Rexy says you're her favorite.
Thank you, Rexy. You have been amazing. You're going to make an awesome keeper one day. I can't wait to work next to you guys.
Oh, Ozzy's going to drink some water.
Oh, super fun. If you've never seen a giraffe, like they do this awesome yoga stretch, he makes downward dog look way more graceful than I will ever attempt to do it. So yeah, some things that zoos do right off the bat, guys. As we go, we're going to start decorating our hats, by the way. So the important thing, a zookeeper hat, by the way, you got to make it your own. What does your zookeeper hat look like? So let's go ahead and start decorating. Yes, what do we got?
I would just like to point out, because you started the craft, the wind has picked up.
Oh yeah, and it's a paper craft, guys. Like always, there's wind. Actually, it's going to get way windier than this today too. But that means it won't be 104 tomorrow. Huzzah! It's going to be 102.
You can see Ozzy drinking in the background. So this is why it is a vulnerable position for giraffes in the wild, because that's when crocodiles can get them.
Yes, crocodiles are actually a big part of their issues. Yeah, and this is why, this is a good point, like, of what we're doing here. When we talk about protecting species, Ozzy is a species that we're losing. We're losing giraffes out in their natural environment. So by talking about them, bringing them to light in zoos, we're helping to go and protect them. And then that's a big part of why zoos are so important.
He's playing with his fidget spinner.
Oh, yay! Those are super fun. Those are his toys. Enrichment! You guys have heard us talk about that. Enrichment is huge in the zoological world. So that's another thing that zookeepers are doing on a very regular basis, is we're going and not only taking care of our animals and making sure they have enough food and water, but making sure that they're clean, making sure that they get the medicine, that they get physical stimulation. All of those things are just as important. And so we think about enrichment on a very regular basis here. Very important. And again, that conservation. A lot of zookeepers actually get to go out and work out in the field as well. That's a huge thing. So zoos supported by the AZA, the ZAA, which are two accrediting bodies. We are ZAA accredited here, as well as AZAC, put together opportunities to go and work in the wild and to protect those animals. Yeah, what do we got today?
Like sand cob. Do you know anything about sand cob? The penguins?
Oh yeah, this one in South Africa. Mm-hmm. I have no idea what it stands for. It's the South Africa. Oh, I did know what it is because Stephanie does that. So yeah, those are big things where actually, guys, there are African penguins. They are penguins that live in Africa, and they're actually pretty endangered. So these guys are colonies, have colonies on the beaches, and unfortunately a lot of those colonies have been interrupted by man-made things. It could be shipping lanes, it could be just habitat loss, it could be farming loss, so all of those things. So this is a program designed by zoos to help go and not only rebuild the habitat, but also to educate the local people too, because it can't happen by itself. What do we got?
Even domestic animals, so like cats. They have an issue with cats catching African penguins.
Yes. Yeah, guys, those little snugs in our lives, I love cats. I have two at home. They're actually one of the biggest environmental threats that we face today, is because cats can actually cause a huge detriment to the local animal population. So if those little ones might go and bring you some gifts home because they think you're not so good at hunting, that actually plays a pretty big role in things like songbird loss. Cats can actually kill 17 million songbirds a year. So it's one of those things where those are other things that we want to go and strive to bring light to. How does what we do every day be affected? And that's a big part of zookeeping. And we do it through research and education. So we are pretty busy throughout our zookeeping day. But one thing we love to go and make time for are our conferences, because we know that if we attend conferences, we are going to learn so much from others in the field. Again, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. We are able to go and look at research and look at science and learn just how to be an amazing zookeeper in the world. So we want to go and bring that to light of why we think you guys would be an awesome asset to our team. Do you guys want to be zookeepers in the future, or at least work with animals? What about rehabbing? That's another really important one there. So doing wildlife rehab or doing conservation work out in the field. What do you guys think? Who will work with animals when they grow up? Even if you're already thinking you're grown up, don't worry. You can still go and change that career. There is no age limit on awesome, guys. Be whatever you want, however old you are. All right, I'm making my zookeeper hat here. Ah.
It was the wind blowing the gate. I know, I was like...
I always worry about strange noises coming from Ozzy because this kiddo is pretty darn smart. So he usually ends up finding ways to entertain himself and investigate things, which means I usually end up having to fix things. That's another part about being a zookeeper that most people don't realize, is you actually get pretty good with tools. So it's habitat maintenance, it's horticulture, it's education and research, both for us and for our guests. We absolutely never stop learning. How's your hats coming, guys? I want to see them when they're done. Show me your amazing zookeeper hats. There we go. I'm going to go and put some of my favorite footprints on there now. What do you think? What paw print should I add? Yeah, what do we got?
Ice pack is melting quite rapidly.
Ice pack is melting. Yeah, it is pretty hot out here, guys. So I want to thank you guys once again for joining us on this National Zookeeper Week. It is always the third week in July. So go ahead, check out your local zoo. Follow it. It is hashtag NZKW2020, and that's a good way. You could also go and follow hashtags It Takes a Zoo and hashtag Zoo Heroes. Go ahead and tag your zookeeper friends. Go ahead and talk about what you love about a zoo and how you have changed and what you've learned by coming to zoos. And show me your hats. I would ask Ozzy to go and model it, but he's going to be playing. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check us out. Again, check us out on YouTube. Please help us by subscribing to that YouTube channel. That'll be a great way to go and help us. We need to hit 100 subscribers. I'm counting on you. I want to see that goal. What do we got?
Hello, Diana. She is tuning in from Tampa.
Wow. See, I love you guys. The fact that I am all the way here in Vegas and you guys are all over the country, that just absolutely blows me away. I know we've had people from Great Britain. We've had people from Germany. We have the whole coast to coast of the U.S. You guys have been amazing, and it makes being a zookeeper so just awe-inspiring to know that we can connect to so many different people, and that you guys have chosen to make a difference in how you interact with the environment and how to care for the animals around you. That just absolutely fills my heart with joy. So go ahead, if you want to go and see this craft later, if you want to go and see the other crafts that we have, don't forget, you can always find our streaming safaris and all of our other posts on that YouTube channel. We have 2 channels for the Lion Habitat Ranch. The second one will have all of the newest updates. It'll have all of our streaming safaris, has a great educational content. So if you guys want to go and check that out, subscribe. We'll post the link directly there. But by subscribing, you're never going to miss an opportunity to come and see these. And again, if you're not able to come and visit right now, we absolutely understand, but please think about donating or sponsoring one of our animals. It takes just a few dollars a day to go and help donate here, to go and keep them, but maybe you want to go and do something more long term. Please ask about what it takes to go and sponsor one of our animals. We are more than happy to get that information to you. You can also think about doing a purchase online. Ozzy paintings, his shirts and shawls are all online. That's a great way where you can go and get something super fancy and fun and beautiful and one of a kind, and it goes to help supporting our animals. So we can go and continue making amazing enrichment that he loves to play with. I love seeing my animals use the enrichment that we worked so hard to build. It's a great feeling. And show me your hats, guys. You guys are the best future zookeepers out there, I know. You, my supporters, my students have been just fantastic. I'm super duper proud of you, and I can't wait to hear back from you. That about wraps it up, and we will see you really soon. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.